Hey everybody, it's Bander Terrell again, and I'm back to do another video. This time I'm going to keep it short. We're just going to do something very simple, and that's how to use bridge edge loops in Blender to save yourself a lot of headaches and a lot of time when building something where it is something you could actually use and it's conducive to that. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. And here we're in Blender. We're just going to do a cylinder. So we're going to Shift A, Mesh, Cylinder, set to 32 vertices around the outside. So that's a good number. And so what I want to do for this, I'm going to try to build like an archway. Show you how a quick way to do that. So basically, for an arch, a rounded arch, you want to take this in. We're going to rotate it on. Let's do the x-axis 90 degrees. So it's R x 90. It gets it over here. Then we're going to get rid of the face on this side. We'll get rid of the face on this side. Just select them both and hit delete and pick faces. That gets rid of them. Then turn X-ray on up here so I can see it from the side. Let's pick the side and we'll select all the faces on the bottom half of the cylinder. Hit delete. Okay. Then go to 2 for edge selection. Select the bottom 2 edges. And this is, I hit 1 on the keypad to get it into the front view here. And then we're just going to do, you can either do G and just pull this down, but that changes the geometry of that one face, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to extrude down, E, and then pull it down. And you notice it's not bound to the Z-axis, so hit Z. Pull it down to about right there. That's good. And now if you look at it, it looks kind of like this. Then let's go ahead and select these two edges at the bottom, and we're going to bridge those with the F key. So there we go. So now it's a shape. I'm going to hold down the Alt key, click on this edge to get that entire edge loop around there. Hit F to fill in that to create a face. And F to fill that one. So let's say the reason I'm doing this is so you have this kind of shape. There's other ways to do this without doing that. You could have just kept the outside and done Solidify to make it thick to create the arch. In fact, let's there we go. I'll show you that in a second. Let's go over. I'll preserve that one, and I can show you that technique too, because it's a different way of doing it. But that's not the purpose of this video. See here. This is what happens. I start doing something and I get distracted. So I just wanted to set up I should have done this beforehand, so you didn't have to see me do it. So start with that shape in mind. And I'm going to scale this down with the S on the Y-axis by hitting Y, and then just pull that in to get it the thickness I want for my arch. Hide that one. I have X-ray on, turn that back off. Okay, there we go. So this looks like a tombstone or something. So let's say, okay, we have this shape and I want to make this into my arch. So what I want to do is I'm going to go back into edit mode. I'm going to select this face and select this face. And then I'm going to do an inset. We're going to inset, we'll pull that down to get it the thickness of the arch, like say about there. Now, what I used to do, because before I'd learned actually how to use this tool in a better way, I would delete these like that, and then I would select the faces here like this, and I would hit F key and I would fill them in, and I would go around the entire thing and do that. And it's a little time consuming, right? Undo all that. It's a little time consuming when there's already a way to do that. So just don't waste your time doing it. So while these two faces are still selected, you just go to the edge menu and select bridge edge loops. Because I have an edge loop going all the way around this, and they're the same on both sides with the same number of faces and everything. This works. If it's not, it creates some chaos. But just hit bridge edge loops. Boom. There you go. Now we have an arch. Now if you don't want the bottom down here, and you want this to be flat, there's a simple way to get rid of that. Just go select faces, select all of those by holding down Alt key and clicking on one of these, and it goes around it. Then hit delete. Then go to vertices mode, turn X-ray back on, go to the front. Select all of the vertices at the bottom, scale S, Z-axis with the Z key, and then hit 0. That makes them the same. And then just move them back down to where you wanted them, which was right here. That's G, and then the Z key to move them down. Okay. And there you go. Now we have our arch. Ta-da! Okay, so I'll show you the other way you can do this. It's another way of doing it. This video suddenly became making arches. Okay, so here we go. We're going to scale that down on the y-axis again. Get it there. That's about right. Maybe a little smooth. Okay. Then you can just apply your transforms and then go to, for those who don't know, that is Control A, and then pick scale or rotation or location, whichever one, but I just do all transforms just in case I did something else. And then just go up here and pick Solidify. Make sure you turn on even thickness, and then just adjust your thickness till you get it where you want it. The nice thing about this is it's non-destructive, so you can play with it a while, get it, do things to it that you like. Okay, but then when you want to actually work on the geometry, you have to apply this. So just pull that down and hit apply, and now we have the arch that way. And again, if you don't want the thing at the bottom, go to 3, Alt, click, delete. Faces 1, turn X-ray on so you get all of them. S, Z, 0. And there you have it. It's 2 ways to make a simple arch. The bridge edge loops thing is pretty cool, so we can also use it for something like let's work with a shield. This is where I saw a video where a guy did it with a shield, and I went, oh, gee, I should do it. So, okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make a cylinder. We're going to flatten that sucker down to like so. Go into, let's go ahead and apply our transforms. Go into edit mode, select faces, top face, bottom face. Inset for I for inset, take that down where you want it. And then what you can do also is if I want to keep, actually we'll do it. I'll show you in a second. So we'll go ahead and do edge bridge loops. Edge, bridge, edge loops. Boom, there you go. Now you have a ring. And that's pretty cool. It's very fast. And then you might ask, well, Bandor, what about the thing that was in the middle that I didn't want to get rid of? Now it's gone. Well, why do you need it? Just make another cylinder. Okay, anyway, that's how to do it. That's bridging edge loops. Talk to you guys next time.